Vikings versus Seahawks. Monday Night Football. Who's going to win and who's going to come up short. All of that coming up next. Good evening, YouTube. Welcome to another edition of Home to Work Vibes. I am your hostess with the mostest, Shelton Pounder II. And actually, this is Work to Home Vibes. No, it's been a long time since I last did this. I know it's kind of weird for me to do this on a Monday night, but it's Monday Night Football tonight. We have a Monday Night Football game. The 6-5-1 Vikings versus the 7-5 Seahawks. Both teams are coming off of good wins. The Seahawks, they're starting to really get their vibe going. If you are new, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, Shelton Pounder II. If you are returning, do like, share, and comment to this video. If you are on any social media platforms, do follow me on Twitter and Instagram at TonyGumble21. Once again, we have a Monday Night Football game that's going to happen tonight. It is the Vikings and the Seahawks. Two NFC teams that love to play each other. Now, the Vikings are, as I said, 6-5-1. The Seahawks are 7-5. Seahawks are doing very good for a team who started off the season kind of shaky, losing their first game to the Rams, and then picking it up and taking it the distance. Now, we are in week 14. This is the end of week 14 right here. And there's still a lot of football to be played. Now, both teams are equally matched to go to the wild card, but they have to go through a lot of teams first. In essence, there are three weeks left in the regular season, and then there's the wild card. Now, the Seahawks have got one heck of a quarterback. Some of you all might know him. His name is Russell Wilson. The guy is as smooth as ice. He's as smooth as the other side of the pillow, i.e. Stuart Scott. May he rest in heaven. He's as cool as the other side of the pillow. He does not get down on himself. Kirk Cousins, Mr. You like that when he was playing with Washington, the Redskins. Oh my goodness, that was awesome. In fact, I need to send my old ball stat that video. You like that? But you have two very good defenses going up against each other. Two awesome defenses going up against each other. Two awesome offenses going against each other. I'm telling you right now. Both teams are going to be in a shootout by the time the game is over. Both teams are going to be in a shootout. And they're led by two great coaches. Mike Zimmer on the Vikings side, Pete Carroll on the Seahawks side. Very, very strategic coaches. Now, Mike Zimmer comes from Cincinnati before he started coaching for Vikings. Now, the Vikings weren't one win away from going to the Super Bowl last season. But they got beat by the world champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. That would have been awesome had it been the Vikings and the Jaguars, because that has never been done before. Never. But nonetheless, it's going to be a great game tonight. You know, Doug Baldwin is not playing tonight, and that's unfortunate, but Russell Wilson has a lot of good weapons around him. Has a lot of good weapons around him. Like weapons you've never seen before. So does Kirk Cousins. Now, both teams are equally matched when it comes to the pass game. Both teams are equally matched. Now, their defenses are... Now, the Vikings defense is better than the Seahawks defense. And the reason why is because the Seahawks don't have their main players. They don't have KJ Wright. They do have Bobby Wagner, but Bobby Wagner is only one guy. Bobby Wagner is only one guy. And Bobby Wagner scored a brilliant touchdown, a fumble recovery for a touchdown last Sunday. Now you think of that against the 49ers. 49ers are probably going to get rid of their coach, Kyle Shanahan, maybe, give or take. But the way I see it tonight, it's going to come down to the wire because you have two good offenses versus two talented defenses. At the end of the day, Russell Wilson, he's a good quarterback. He is a great quarterback. Now, I can see him probably throwing for 250 to 300 yards and throwing for probably 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. Kirk Cousins, he's probably going to go 190, 200 and score about, I don't know, maybe a touchdown and get a pick. That's just me. That's just me saying what I think it's going to be. Tyler Lockett, he's going to have a stellar game. He's probably going to have On average, probably about 150 on the ground, 150 rush on the ground. Stephon Diggs is going to have a great game. He's probably going to score at least a touchdown or two. But it's hard to tell because both teams are equally matched and both teams are extremely good. And whether you like them or not, you have to give them credit. Both teams are doing exceptionally well. Both teams are doing exceptionally well. They look like they're going to be wild card worthy right there. And I can, you know what? As a matter of fact, I can even see them playing in the wild card, with the Seahawks probably going to the next round of the playoffs. That's how I see it. Now, the Vikings, they have a lot of making up to do. They've got a lot of honestly, the Vikings have a lot of catching up to do. Even though they're a third in their division, like I said, the Bears are first. The Packers are probably second. The Vikings are third, and the Lions are fourth. But they have a lot of making up to do if they want to be even close to giving Chicago a run for its money. You know, Chicago proved last night that even they can beat a good team like the Rams. They prove that week in and week out. They can beat a good team. They got teams that they have beaten. Now with the Vikings, like I said, they have a lot of making up to do. They have a lot of ground to cover. They have 3 weeks left. They can go, if they can win 3 games in 3 weeks, they'll probably get the wild card. Now with the Seahawks, it's different because the Seahawks have won 7 and they've lost 5. It's possible if they win tonight and they win next week, they have to win to go to the playoffs too. Now you already have, they are second in their division. They are second behind the Rams, who are first. They win tonight, they are second in the league. They are second in their division. The Rams are first. The Seahawks are second. The Cardinals are third, and the 49ers are fourth. This is probably going to be a matchup this is probably going to be a wild card matchup right here. The NFC Wild Card is probably going to be like this. It's probably going to be like tonight's game. The Seahawks versus the Vikings. And who knows? Seahawks could probably gain home field advantage if they win. I could see the Seahawks probably getting home field advantage at CenturyLink Field. Anything can happen tonight. Anything. nothing, and I mean nothing, should be left on the table. If I had to guess, the Seahawks, it's going to be a low-scoring game. I do tell you that right now. In all honesty, it's going to be a 24-17 ball game. Maybe a 31-17 ball game in favor of the Seattle Seahawks. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. A 31. I give you one better. 31-14 ball game. 31-17 maybe, but 31-14. That's the ball game. And that's what I see. That's what I see. But both teams are equally good. Both teams are equally good. And guess what? Both teams are going to show how good they have it tonight. It's going to be a shootout. I'll tell you that right now. It is going to be a straight shootout between both teams. Both teams are going to give it all they got because they definitely want to go to the playoffs. You know what? I would be highly surprised if the Seahawks lose tonight. The Seahawks lose tonight, I will be pleasantly surprised. And the reason why I'll be pleasantly surprised is because they have the consistency to win ball games. Just like they did last week against the 49ers. They have what it takes to beat a good team. You know, they have what it takes to beat a good team. You saw what they did. They went into Carolina. Carolina is one of their biggest rivals. Carolina is one of their biggest rivals. And guess what? They went into Carolina, kicked the field goal, won the game. That right there is awesome right there. That right there is tremendous. I'm telling you right now. But both teams are equally matched, and it's going to be a shootout tonight. I'm telling you that right now. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. It's going to be a shootout tonight. But we're going to see how much of a shootout it is. Like I said, the end of the game is going to be probably 34-17 in favor of the Seahawks. The Seahawks are going to absolutely demolish the Vikings. And I can see that right now. But we'll see to come tomorrow. We'll see come this evening. Who's able to dominate and who's going to come up on the short end of the stick. As always, I'm going to end it right here. As always, if you are new, do subscribe. If you are returning, like, share, and comment to this video. Remember, life is what you make of it. Make the best of it. I'm Sheldon Pound, and I'm signing off. I'll see you tomorrow.